Okay guys, it's day 2 of getting our knowledge ready on our big book. It's called Night Noises. Our learning intention today is we are learning the new vocabulary, our new word of the week from our big book. And if you have a close look on the right side, there are some eyes looking at a word. The word is companion. So the word of the week in our big book is companion, and that's the word I want you to keep your eyes and ears looking for and listening for in the story. Today your success criteria is I can tell a partner what the wow word means, so I can tell a partner what companion means, and I can use the wow word in a sentence. So you'll need to use companion in a sentence. Sounds like a tricky word, so let's see what companion might mean. Today when I'm reading the story to you, I'm going to use Chunky Monkey and some Stretchy Snake strategies to help me read some words, and you can have a read along with me and see if you can use the Chunky Monkey strategy as well. Night Noises, written by Mem Fox and illustrated by Terry Denton. Lily Laceby lived in an old cottage in the hills. Hills. Oh, I see in that word hills that there is a word I know. I-double-L makes the word ill. So if I take the h and add ill and then s at the end, it makes hills. Lily Laceby lived in an old cottage in the hills. Her hair was as wispy as cobwebs in ceilings. Her bones were as creaky as floorboards at midnight. Her only companion was a at. Oh, I know in that word that says at. If I add an sound to the start, it makes fat. Her only companion was a fat old dog called Butch Aggie. People who lived nearby said Lily Laceby was nearly 90, but they were only guessing. There's my little eye picture again. That's to remind me that my wow word, companion, is on this page. Her only companion was a fat old dog called Butch Aggie. I want you to think about what companion might mean in the story. One wild in earth. So in that word, I know that there is the word in and the sound So if I put all of those together, I can make in, win, winters. One wild winter's evening. So what I'm doing is chunking the word into the smaller parts and sounds that I recognize to decode the word. One wild winter's evening, as Lily Laceby sat by her fire, snug and warm, she drifted off to sleep and began to dream. Butch Aggie dozed at her feet. Outside, clouds raced along the sky, playing hide and seek with the moon. Wind and rain rattled at the windows, and trees banged against the roof. Somewhere in the distance, car doors opened and closed softly. Click. So I can see in this word that the k sound, then there's an I and there's CK makes k. Click. Click. Click, clack. Butch Aggie listened, but Lily Laceby kept on dreaming. Feet tiptoed up the AR makes R, EN makes N. Garden. Feet tiptoed up the garden path. Crinch, crunch. Butch Aggie cocked her head, but Lily Laceby went on dreaming. Voices whispered in bushes. Murmur, mutter, shh. Butch Aggie bristled, but Lily Laceby went on dreaming. eyes, p-e-p-d. So I know in this word the two E's make the long E sound, and I know that ED at the end makes a D sound. So if I put all the sounds together, I have p-e-p-d, peeped. Eyes peeped through keyholes. Squint, peek, peer. Butch Aggie's throat rumbled, but Lily Laceby went on dreaming. Hands tried to turn doorknobs. Twist, twist. Twist, test, rattle. Butch Aggie bared her teeth, but Lily Laceby went on dreaming. Knuckles drummed on door frames. Nick, knack. It's tricky with KN. KN makes a N sound. N-ock, knock. Nick, knack, knock. Butch Aggie leapt up growling, but Lily Laceby went on dreaming. Fists beat upon doors and voices shouted at windows. Yell, clatter, bang, bang, bang. Butch Aggie barked and barked. Lily Laceby woke up with a start. "Who is it?" she called. "Who is it on a night like this?" "It's only us. Let us in. Let us in." Creak. I know that in this word, the E and the A make the long vowel sound E. When two vowels go walking, the first one does the talking. So in this word, creak, you can't hear the A. Creak, crack, went Lily Laceby's knees as she got to her feet. Snick, snack, went the bolts on the door. And in came her 2 sons, her 3 granddaughters, her 14 grandchildren, her 35 great-grandchildren. And they shouted, "Surprise! Happy birthday! Where's the toilet? Put the kettle on! Ha 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 ha! Happy 90th birthday!" Her great-great-grandchild, Emily, aged 4½, and her 47 friends. "Surprise! For she's a jolly good granny. Happy birthday!" "Are you really 90? whispered Emily, aged 4½. Lily Laceby held her hand and smiled. "Inside, I'm only 4½, like you," she whispered. Back. "Inside, I'm only 4½, like you," she whispered back. "But don't tell anyone." Okay, so did you spot our word of the week in the story? This is the page that it is on in the book. Let me read the sentence to you, and I want you to think carefully about what it might mean. Her only companion was a fat old dog called Butch Aggie. People who lived nearby said Lily was nearly 90, but they were only guessing. So the part of that sentence that is about companion is the first sentence in there. It says her only companion was a fat old dog called Butch Aggie. So her companion is the dog. What do you think companion means? Pause the video here and tell an adult what you think companion means. Okay, so our word of the week, companion. What I would like you to do is have a go at using the word companion in a sentence. But I also want you to have a go at telling an adult what it means and having your mum or dad film you telling us what it means and trying to use it in a sentence. And then you could send it to us on Class Dojo so that we can see or hear what you think companion means. So have a go at telling an adult what you think companion means and then using it in a sentence and recording it either with a video recorder on your phone or by writing it down in a sentence and then taking a photo of it and sending it to us on Class Dojo. So I want you to think about what it might mean and how you would use it in a sentence. So I've provided an example of our word of the week, and I've provided the dictionary meaning. So companion is a person or an animal that someone spends a lot of time with or someone they travel with. My sentence is, the dog Butch was Lily Laceby's companion. Have a go at telling us what you think it means and using it in a sentence and sending that to us. As you're reading throughout the rest of the week, don't forget to have a go at using your stretchy snake and your chunky monkey reading strategies. If you find a word that you don't understand in any of your books, make sure you ask somebody to help you find the meaning or help you work out what it means. Good luck.